Okay, picking off from where we last left off. Going back to Lenosia. All good things, all good things. Truly all good things. Yashtola. My friend. Keen to discuss my next task already. The word will already have reached the Maelstrom Command. Protocol requires a representative of our order to inform the High Commanders of the mission's success. The honor is rightfully yours. Once again, I must commend you. Oh, job well done. We shall speak again soon. Where did my cat go? Milla! You want attention? I just started streaming, and now you're purring all around me, trying to nuzzle up. Yay! Thank you for coming, Simba. Word of your triumph has reached me some while ago, but I am pleased to have it personally confirmed. First Ifrit, now Titan, truly when I think of your achievements, I feel the loss of Rover Light less cleanly. And there can be no greater compliment than that. You and your order are heroes. The Limsa people are forever in your debt. I'm just making up words as I go. I shall relay the details of the report to the Admiral forthwith. Please send my regards to the Scions of the 7th Dawn. Sympathizers of Ophelia, Aristotle has informed me of your success. You have won a great victory for the people of Eorzea, one that shall not be forgotten. And what's more, both you and Aristotle emerged from Ogomoro unscathed, while Tataru and the others seem as glad as you did. Whatever. You can look forward to the hero's welcome. Will be waiting for you at the Waking Sands. There's much to discuss. Godspeed. God's speed, not Godspeed. There's many gods. Pray return to the Waking Sands. Waking Sands. Pray return to the Waking Sands. Meow. There's a cat There's a cat on the floor. What? Let's see what these villagers want. Oh, okay. This is where all the people died. Yes. No, my cabbage friend, Norexia. This one is glad. Walking one is safe.
We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. Thank heaven she is safe. Louisoire, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time, it will illuminate the realm once more. Oh!
Advance no further!
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan. Bring her forth, and you may yet know mercy.
Mercy.
Confound it. Stay out of sight. I would leave a message with you. I surrender myself, on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions? There speaks the Supreme Sire. I'll grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
No!
No.
Conditions of surrender. Denied.
Cease at once!
Have you not done enough?
Perhaps. Enough. We must away. Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now. They say she also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream. I said enough! We leave. Bring the prisoners.
Walking one. Minfilia leaves message. In case Walking one returned, this one was to say at church in Eastern Dalala, Walking one must reclaim, protect Minfilia from Walking one soldiers. Forgive this one. Oh, they got rid of the carrying the corpses thing. Because you were supposed to, like, try to dispose a bunch of, like, bury a bunch of corpses of scions and stuff. So they did cut down a little bit. That's helpful. That really, truly is helpful. It's something troubling you, my child. You have the look of one who has endured great suffering. Hey, Layla, you came up here. If there's anything I can do to help, anything at all, you only need to ask. Just making up words here. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Curse my enemies. Father, call down the vengeance of all who butchered my friends. All roads are dead, Father. I know not what to do. Close your eyes and look within. Acknowledge your misdeeds and your regrets, and pray to atone with earnest heart. Okay. Let's try the other one. Yeah! Curse my enemies! Smite them with divine vengeance! Let it be justice, not vengeance. Wild rolls are dead. Wild rolls are dead. They're dead, Layla. They're dead. You're adorable. You're the best. How could this have happened? Are you certain that Minfilia was among those taken by the Guardians? Yes. Let us pray no further harm comes to them. You may stay here as long as you wish. It is the least I can do for a friend of Minfilia's. I've known her since she was but a child. Well do I recall the day of our first meeting. I swore then to do everything in my power to support her, and I will gladly offer the self-same service to her brothers and sisters scions. So please, no matter what you require, you need not to hesitate to ask. Marquis, would you come here for a moment? Yes, Father. If you require assistance, please speak with Marcus. He is a trifle shy, but I'm sure he means well. I should explain Marcus as a survivor of the Battle of Cardinal. Alas, his experience took a terrible toll on his mind. Had we not taken him into our care, he should have surely perished in the desert. Marcus, I want you to look after him. Do you understand? Yes, Father. Excuse me, Senbatorii, do you have a moment? It concerns this broken horologe, which was found in the pocket of a man brought here for burial. There's something familiar about it, but just what I cannot say. Perhaps if I tinker with the device, it will come to me. However, I lack the proper tools to do so. I would ask you to journey to Camp Drybone in my stead to obtain a ballpoint chisel and a pair of needle nose pincers. They're often used by goldsmiths, so perhaps they would be best people to ask. Of course, I do not expect you to fill the bill. Here, take this coin purse. That should cover it. Traveling goldsmith. A ballpoint chisel, you say, and a pair of needle nose pincers. Those things don't come cheap, you know. Here, have some coin. Those balls, I mean, yes, that should be sufficient payment. Nice doing business with you, hee hee. Lunar whale. Lunar whale. Marquis, have you brought the tools I requested? Something occurs to me. Please wait here for a moment. It was for naught. Though I repaired the device easily, the sensation that stirs within me remains a mystery. But how? How did I do it? These hands, my hands, they moved with a mind of their own, deftly manipulating the clockwork mechanisms. There was no doubt or uncertainty. I knew exactly what to do, as though I had performed the same motions countless times before. Pardon me, Sima. This was a mistake. Please give the horologe to Sister Elune. The man who once owned it is currently in her care. It is best that it be returned to him. Elune. Good morrow to you, madam. Have you come to pay your respects to this big... Yes. Repair horologe. Never have I seen such a good device. You say that it measures the passing of time. Mayhap they are more common in Darlamode. I am given to understand that its cities are filled with all manners of amazing technologies. Marquis said it belonged to the deceased. Oh dear. You don't suppose the owner might be a Garian spy? It may behoove of us to notify the authorities in Camp Drybone. But mayhap more importantly, how did Marquis manage to repair this device? I knew he had a talent for the trades, but this goes far and beyond mending fences and thatching roofs. Elune. Sadness in her eyes. I recognize you now, Sarah. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who lost their lives in the attack. I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the waking sands and prepared to be transported here. If you wish to leave this work to the others, I understand. However, taking part might help you find closure. God damn it. I am still having to do this. I don't want to hold corpses. Ah! Don't touch me, cat. Lick me. Cat under my chair. Vesper shopkeep. You don't look like one of them church fellas. Not that I'll turn you away, no sir. As you can see, we got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one came to claim them. So off the lich yard they go. Be thankful you didn't have to go inside and see the carnage yourself. It was the stuff of nightmares, I tell ya, goddamn Imperial split. I don't know what quarrel they had with these folks, and I sure as hell don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Say I ain't seen you around here before, or do ya just have one of them faces? Never mind. Any road, there's a carriage that come to haul the bodies to the lich yard. Out by the east gate. There's only 8 left to load up, but seeing as I am exhausted from carrying all the others, I would mind to leave the remainder to you. Might want to cover your nose while you work. Some of these folks are starting to turn. What happened to the big fella? I'll forget it. Just bring the next batch and toss them in back. Ain't like they'll complain if you're rough. Well, ain't you a strong one? 4 in one trip. Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest then. That should be all of them. Thank you for the help. Reckon it won't be too long to deliver all these corpus to the lich yard. Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell them our work here is done. I see that you have decided to heed my advice. I pray that in doing so you found a small measure of peace. The first carriage from Vesper arrived not long ago, and we have begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in initiating show rites, and I would like you to know that, for many, death came quickly. Rest assured, we will treat them with the utmost respect, and do everything we can to shepherd them to Dahl's realm. Although we can provide rights for most scions, there is one whom we cannot accept. We would like to return this one to her people, to Sylph's little solace. It is only proper that she be given into the care of her family friends, so that they may mourn for her in accordance to Sylphic traditions. This one is surprised to see Walking One in Little Solace. How can these ones assist Walking One? Here's their dead friend. No Rexia, but this one does not understand. Gasp. Colmucil, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solace, but why? These ones have not requested further aid. Your friend is dead. No, Rexia, how did this happen? Explain everything to this one at once. So, not only Noraxia, but many of Walking One's friends lost as well. Noraxia. Noraxia went to Xanalan. Walking One was with Noraxia at the end. Noraxia was brave. Tell this one Noraxia did not suffer. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Noraxia home, Walking One. This one also thank you, Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember. Demands vengeance. Imperial Ones must pay. Imperial Ones must pay. When time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial Ones, do not forget these ones. These ones will not have Noraxia's death be for naught. These ones will fight. Not inside the church. Illuminate. We thank you for service to the church and to the selves. You may be pleased that, in your absence, we interred the remaining scions into the lich yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more to your friends. If so, I will remind you that you already done so much on their behalf. Please take a rest and set aside your burdens for now. I am not imagining Senba. I know I'm being watched. This is different, sinister. It is as I am, under observation. The feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when I last ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me, please? It will only take a moment. Destination. There were Imperials. You were attacked, weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank the gods. I knew it. He was watching me. But why was he watching me? What did he want with me? Did he, perhaps, know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. I need to think. Please allow me a moment alone. Wait, Father Iluit must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It is important. I think others may come for me again. Heavens foreign. That such a thing should happen on holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man is? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or processions? He's an Imperial. This is Garlean Steel, which means the man who was watching Marcus was a Garlean. Make haste to Camp Drybone at once. We must summon immortal flames before Imperials comes.
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate. At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn. And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Cid Garland. I have come for you.
For you.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano. I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Peace.
Wait, I... Hear me, Cid. Eorzea needs you.
Left. Standing desk. Let's go.
Cid, was it? Here. These belong to you. I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life. But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
Who are you?
Who?
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service.
Are you?
As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the three city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the scions to combat the primal threat unaided. And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak. Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength. Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Cid.
I have an airship?
Yes, Cid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Wait.
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
They need my airship. They need me.
What a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Garland would be at last found within our church. It defies imagination. Begs your pardon, Emma. You wish to find his airship, yes. I know not how much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the calamity, much like the Great Gabu Wall of Golda. Yes! It states that the Enterprise flew northwest of Gradania towards Coortis. If true, the airship would have passed through North's route, likely over Falgrove Float, the closest settlement to Coortis. Mayhap the Serpent stationed there will have recorded the events that transpired that day. I had hoped that you might rest from your journey for a time, but I see that the world still needs you and the Scions. Pray look after yourself and Sid. Four gold gourd. Is there aught I can assist with you? The Enterprise. You speak of Master Garland's ship, yes. I needn't refer to the records. I know the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Coortis. What became of it after, I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Vortifort at Florentine Spire. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I am unsure what is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garland's caliber to fly it? I hear that the machinery is fiendishly complex. Voldemort. Oh. You have come in search of Voldemort. Well met. You have found him. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Coortis. What is this about? The final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. It was on the eve of the Battle of Cartano. Nigh on 5 years ago, I held the spire alone at night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy on the field. Then, all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I have ever seen split the sky overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I wager it's somewhere still in Coerthus. The astrologians in the observatorium may have records which could help. But to obtain them, you would need to deal with the Ishgardians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dalamud descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now they have little regards for the plight of other nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider proving your services to the soldiers who guard the observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I have little doubt they would accept aid freely offered. Highline Gobu. Ludovar. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to the house of Durandare. And what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? Ha, how absurd. As we would permit an outsider to pursue the records of the observatory. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. How rude. Halone, have mercy, are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls, if you insist, but do not distract me while I am on duty. We're stretched thin as it is. And where in the hell is that knight I sent out on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use for you after all. If you wish to still aid us, search in the wilds for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform, that of House Ruandare, as is mine. Killed overnight. Aiding. If it wasn't for you, miss, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards. Spit. That was a mercy they didn't deserve. I pray the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors of the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. Report to Ludovar. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, miss. We are a proud people, beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologers to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Edmedo. Edmedo. Ah, the lady comes in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. What could Sir Ludovar be thinking? It is true we maintain meticulous records which stretch back in generations. However, this information is used to chart Dravinian activity. Access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. But if you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek audience with Chief Astrologer Fortimort up above. Yeah. Yeah. Furthermore, no, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what is that you ask? Were our records to fall in the wrong hands, you could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between southern nations. Ours is a holy crusade. We are the arbiters of Hollowness's will. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner to locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion, Fotamo. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent— Oh, I did not realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Guillemot. You honor us with your presence, sir. The lady was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Duendir's knight from the heretics. Doubtless you feel indebted to you. I am told you seek an airship last seen in cohorts 5 years ago, yes. You come to us at an inconvenient time. Much has changed in the intervening years. Little for the better. I wish you the best of luck in your search. I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in cohorts. One moment you feel as if you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you find yourself in an unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark while traveling. Do not give in to temptation to deviate from your course. I was not aware you aided the House Duendir in that fashion, thank you. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. God. This Guardian Astrologian garb looks absolutely hideous. Josiah. Attracting my attention. You there, madam. I could not help overhear your conversation with the chief astrologian. There may be a way I can help you, but it will require that you perform me a favor in exchange. Associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant he would conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ixol activity in the vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologian and confirm that he is well, it would bring a great comfort to me. Established astrologian. Aiding. What a relief to see someone other than a goddamn person. I thought I could finish my work while the Istos were away, but they returned fast quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide hope they might leave again before I froze to death. Wait, who are you? You are not one of our knights. A man of the House Duendir cannot be seen in company of an unbeliever. Good day, madam. Josiah. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. But you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you, but by saving him, you already aided your own cause. House Durendir is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound alarm at the first sign of Dravanian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the observatorium records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. For what I propose is that you petition Lord Portillon for an official introduction to the High Houses. Word of House Durendir's carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other High Houses. House Durendir. Court Lane. You have caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses. I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you, but while you perform 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to the 3 high houses. It is only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? Sure. Now, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a woman of your skill but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due to west of here. He escaped with his life. He would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance of any portions of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you can find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that the recovery in stolen merchandise will endear you to House Halliard, further improving the chance that they indulge in your request for aid. Stolen wares. Stolen wares. Aeolian Edge. Stolen wares. Have your stolen wares. Have you good tidings to share, or better yet, the stolen merchandise to show? Here you go. Good God, yay. It's all here. The very last. But wait, the chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Francel, too? Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the locks appear to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury take me, a draconian rosary, in the possession of Lord Francel, yet perhaps not difficult to fathom. House Halliard is whispered. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, miss. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I strongly advise against associating with House Hallianard. Your other introduction will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. Carilla. Come closer, lass, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francel is no heretic. He is a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Hallianard for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak him of an Edelweiss, and he will know you for a friend. Now go. Francel. Yes, you look as though you have something to say, do you? I see the audio. It is a Baron of White Lily. Wrong place, for we has bear the rose. Journey to Gordania. Heh. What an odd thing to say. Oh, is that a, you know, what's in your pocket, or are you happy to meet me? I see, sir. Ah, yes. My mother's favorite flower, I pity it has not seen in chorus since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. They come for you, the Inquisitors. But yet, it's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. It matters little at this point. Although the draconian rosary was not found in my possession, it could still be considered proof of my heresy. I must do utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for they harbored even the slightest doubt. Sigh, this only add weight to incessant accusation to our house suffered as late, as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You may risk much by coming here. It is only proper I recompense you for your deed. Tell me what is your desire. I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship, yes. Prolong the effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one better position to assist you. Lord Harshapon of the House Forton commands a garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. Poor chiffon. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many more brave souls like yourself, but enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come here. Find me an airship. If there is justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable, I guess. The letter mentioned a pressing matter you require assistance. What might that be? Airship. Give me airship. So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Cordes before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events. For a while, Ishgard did not participate in the battle cardinal, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Forton. As you have doubtlessly realized by now, the House of Ishgard, House Forton included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, does that mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause? I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it will be quicker and more efficient if you were to make those inquiries on your own. Lady 9 of my own House Forton, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There is also Krevlin of House Hallionard, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with Chief Astrologian of House Durendir yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Forton. Do not concern yourself with House Zamel. I shall contact them myself, seek the counsel of the three I mentioned, and return to me when you are finished. Bear. Bear. Why, hello, good madam. What is that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know not what you seek. Likely no one of House Forton does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of a young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Hallionard have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Hello, nay, grant me strength. There must be some way to. Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Hoshafon? I want to help you, I truly do, but the accusations of heresy have thrown House Hallionard into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserve our own reputation. Sadness. Oh. Quite the mount. I gather you have been busy since we last spoke. Hotravant's missive was positively glowing, but if you think that his endorsements is a cause for me to discard Iscardian policy, you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, madam, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Gerimon arrived in court, thus countless heretics have been discovered, even among the elites of Ishgardian society. If Lord Hotravant wishes to waste his days chasing a long-lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. By your countenance, I take you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the all of Carthus is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard provide proper more pertinent information. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom you has been whispered in many recent. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by Dravonian horde, so I'm not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to Steel Vigil and see Lord Francel's party requires assistance. Drink water. Unnerved Knight. Unnerved Knight. Francel. What are you doing? Who goes there, Senba? No, stay back. The fiend is still here. Kalone be praised, you did it, but what of the others? The 3 knights who accompany me, where are they? The unfit knight. Aiding. Confound it all, how are we to redeem House Leonard if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We are fortunate you came along when you did, miss. House Leonard will remember your kindness. Unsettled knight. Aiding. I heard the beast's cries from over yonder. Is Lord Francel safe? Bless you, miss. Bless you. Unnerved knight. Aiding. Curse those fiends. It's as though they knew we were coming. Aiding. Francel. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Leonard that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches, so I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestation fail on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. Back to Porcefon. Hello, Rensmearsman. Thank you for coming. We are playing A Realm Reborn, Final Fantasy XIV. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Yes, a reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knight their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance. for fear of being seen in the company of a woman who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal for which Inquisitor Guillaume has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we were to wish to obtain his testimony, we must clear Lord Francel's name, and by association yours. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the Draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here's what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across corridors, so he may have some inkling who might be responsible. And someone's tampering with the shipment. Fury strike me down if all of them rosary were found in our people's possessions were planned. And hey now, don't you give me that look, class. I am House Hallionard man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I ain't saying the other porters were bringing the shipment did it though. I know most of them that worked the trade routes, and I never had a cause to question their faith. But if wasn't them either, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, almost every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it. Could have been the fellows that were responsible for the inspections. It's Guardian Knights and Inquisitors, the lot of them, as they would ever turn their clothes. So I reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from Whitebrim front this morning. You might consider having a word with them. Pathetic porter. I beg your pardon, you suspect that we porters have been planting Draconian rosary in the House Hallionard shipment? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, then search our parcels and see what you find. House Hallionard parcel. House Hallionard parcel. House Zemel parcel. Are we finished? If so, I will appreciate an apology. Check out these Draconian rosaries, but that's impossible. Once the knight at Whitebrim front concluded her inspections, I loaded a parcel into the wagons myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Hoshafat, I will not be held accountable for this. Lord Hoshafat, look at these Draconian rosaries. Did something happen outside? I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? Look at these Draconian rosaries. More Draconian rosaries in every single parcel bound for Skyfire Locks. That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge this is more than a crass attempt to solely house Leonard's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand, and praise Halone that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. Lord Hashafon needs your help. From the very first, I knew it could not be so many members of House Leonard who are heretics. At last, we can give these lies to poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I will have you bear my words to Inquisitor Briggy. Tell her that House Fortod asks, nay, demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. Demands. Briggy. What is it, my child? Lord Hashafon would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Guillemon presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witch Drop even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk Halone's hall with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. They have taken Lord Francel to Witch Drop. This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient ground to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Senba, I will dispatch you and my knights to Witch Drop to forestall the proceeding. Until such a time I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guillemon in person. I will endeavor not keep you waiting for too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. Hail Senba, as you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards judge us a threat, we must be prepared to defend ourselves. Joseph Charlemagne Francel de Helenard, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of the Ishgard. It's on. Hear me, brothers, these charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravenians. I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, I have gladly shed blood in service of Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is time for Halone to judge you if you speak the truth. Prove their innocence by walking the truth. The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their dragon forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Portal, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitors, we come on behalf of Lord Hashafon. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request these proceedings be suspended until such a time as full re-examinations of the facts can be conducted. Lord Hashafon has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts, I might have allowed, but he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of Inquisitors is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. We must hold them until Lord Hashafon arrives. And remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. Look! Lord Hoshafan is come! In the name of Lord Portal, I demand you to lay down your arms. Iscardius come today's. Oh. By this deed, you disgrace your line. Lord Hoshafan. A wyvern? But there was no reports of forbidding activity. Oh. Your treachery is laid bare. Remain strong. Don't run. It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop, but this trial, like many others I fear, have been orchestrated by enemies of Leonard. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, inquisitors, to set brother against brothers, that we may tear each other up, ourselves apart. The favorite imagining of a desperate man, what proof have you for this? By the fury of Draconian Rosary, then the knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Hoshafan. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel, pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight for which first brought you here towards us. Senbatorii, locate your errant airship and use it. Lord Hoshafan, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard, and too devout to question your own sentence. Had we any been slower, you would have jumped of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Leonard. Praise Halone, it did not come to that, but it profits little to dwell on what it might have been. Let us quit this place, Emma. Visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. You look well, Senba. May I say it was a pleasure to fight alongside such fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would have sure died defending the honor of his house, and I might have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fortan and House Leonard will never forget your service. Now, let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. A man with a knowledge of enterprise awaits you outside. I pray information proves useful to you. Just compose cataloger. How quickly the commoners' opinions change. They say Lord Francel is innocent now, but a few days prior, Anyways, you were inquiring about the whereabouts of the airship last seen in cohorts several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it just so happens I was monitoring the night sky at the observatorium. During that period, I recalled that a small vessel came in the direction of Gridania and landed near the Stone Vigil in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hopes of securing it. Though Lord Hodgepon is, for all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few. In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. So, you've at last located Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigils, perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Durandare. I will write a letter to Lord Duramont of White Brim Front and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice. So I suggest to you request Lord Francel do the same. Now that your business in Dragonhead has concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journey, Senba. May Halone guide you. Wonderful to see you again, Senba. If there's anything I can do to repay you, name it. Go right. So this airship you seek is likely inside its own vigil. It seems to me to say that it too was once an outpost held by House Halionard. In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravidian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake Stone Vigil, House Durandare instead have been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt my words will carry much weight with Lord Dromont. Nevertheless, I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The cravens who attempted to destroy House Halionard have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, doubtless harbor great hatred towards us and towards you now as well. You desire an audience with Lord Dramont, do you? Ha, I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. Well, what if I have 2 letters? What do we have here? Letters from Lord Hoshafon and Francel, is it? Unlikely. Oh, you're serious. What you do, what you do. You don't find me help. Your timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Dromont's attentions are solely focused on the stone visual at present. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Alboa. Yes, Sir Alboa can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom, opposite of the store. Alboa. Sir Brunda bade you to speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be the better position to help, but I assure you he is mistaken. Lord Drummond has not the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he has always had a moment to spare for the head chirurgeon, Astidon. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs to show the letters to him? Are you here for a visit, patient, madam? What is this letter of introduction for House Fortin and Helionart? With documents such as these, you need to seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks to speak with Sir Godemont. He should know the Lord's whereabouts. Yeah. It's like a wild goose chase. What reason have you barging in? Oh, I see, you are in luck. He is just upstairs. Letter or no, I would not expect much. Durandare does not hold adventures in high regard. State your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show the paper and respect, and it will be returned in kind. Sir, Gudera, no. Permitted your passage, very well speak. Letters. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scalekin to scare an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? Yes, actually. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, Lord Drummond. You know our name, and you know our deeds. We have come to coerce us to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex, to add, and we seek the Enterprise, the airship of the Master Sid Garland, stand before you now. Master Garland, you are alive, but that's impossible. Indeed it is, my lord. Why are you here? Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. At this critical moment in Guardian history, House Durandare marshals its forces to retake Stone Vigil, who should appear in white rim front but 3 mysterious strangers. Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead before the calamity, and 2 Scions of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the then Empire. Lesser houses may have been duped. Durandare have greater sense. I know not why these 3 seek the Stone Vigil, but I cannot let them pass. We cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment, I nearly believed this mother's farce. You 3 will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, until you declare your true intentions as well. It could be moons before House Durandare purchased the dragon from Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Yeah, everything to earn their trust. I'm tired, I'm not reading it anymore. Or maybe I will. I just don't know. Let's see, who's... Is it? Are they downstairs? You're the last responsible for the commotion upstairs. Hey, board travels fast in Wiper in front. I gather you still wish to change Lord Drumont's mind. If there's one thing I learned about the man in my time here is that he listens and respects the opinion of those on his command. Went over the barracks and he is sure to take notice. How you ask? That's easy, sir. Poor soul's a decent fare for a change. The last supply contained no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. We could prepare them steaks, use mud puppy tail meat. It will be a quality meal. Better than nothing. In hand. Yeah, okay. F tail. It didn't work, did it? Oh. I thought it was an idiotic idea, but here's the tail anyways. Oh dear. Here, have some steak. Steak. Ah, yes, I feel invigorated and refreshed. 10 men! Strings of 10 men. Here, half steak. You're a godsend, my friend! They liked it. Here, have a steak. I see. Course. We can get those. Here's it. You can have the course. Sector's ready? Yeah.
There. She's ready.
Ah, she stirs. To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
Damn it! I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you. Just how long have I worn these damn goggles? Ah, yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days. The young prodigy, admired by all, exactly like his father. born and raised in Garlemald. It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same? Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye? When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter? You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not. Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks. Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles. Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home. I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light. It was you, wasn't it? It's surprising how few people know this, but all pure-blood Garleans have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess. The Enterprise was made for this, to carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alphinaud, my boy. Sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything. My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die?
We've done it!
Ah! Impossible it is!
Kill you all!
Is that all? O Lady of the Vortex, O mighty Garuda. Of all primals, the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well. For one who has forsaken kin and country, I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
What?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day? Well, I shall accomplish far more.
Is that all? Is that all? Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you! Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Our Lord of the Inferno, Almighty Ifrit, brought us succor in our hour of need.
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! It hurts us so! The pain! The pain!
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to... No. No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy! We must run!
Surrender yourselves unto me! I would feast upon your ether! None shall stand against the wind!
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire! It is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Aleg had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair.
No! No! No!
Magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time. If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender. Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
"12, have mercy! What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?"
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and Supreme Commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts, but that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius! Where in the 7 hells did you find that thing?
It has been a day of unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side, for the time being at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions. All is not yet lost, my friend. For we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.